In 2015, Hot Toys released the first 1/6 scale Marty McFly figure, a remarkably detailed collectible that fans could only dream about for 30 years. Now, 6 years later, in the fall of 2021, they have released a second iteration of this figure, this time with a special bonus accessory. Join me, Future Boy, as we compare these two sought-after Martys. Let's go back to the figures. Starting off with the packaging, the new box design goes back to basics, featuring everyone's favorite Drew Struzan poster art. Likewise, the interior slipcover art has been updated as well. Both are cool in their own right, but I find it interesting that they decided to do a little cheat here and feature the out-of-time license plate on the hover-converted DeLorean, also placing it on the front bumper where it has never been seen in the films, but I'll give it a pass. The artwork looks pretty cool nonetheless. And after all, it's what's inside that counts, and opening these boxes reveals a big difference right off the bat. The reason most people will probably be dropping more money on the second Marty McFly figure is that this one now includes Doc's dog Einstein, a decent likeness of the dog featured in the first film. A bit surprising they chose not to include a watch around his neck as an optional accessory, but it is a decent likeness of Tiger, the dog actor from the first movie nonetheless. He is also 1/6 scale, so he can stand alongside any of the 1/6 scale Back to the Future figures, even the ones from different movies. The rest of the accessories included in this new figure seem to match the original release. Skateboard, backpack, camcorder, Walkman, and of course the Save the Clock Tower flyer, though I've never understood why it was white instead of the light blue that it was in the movie, but it does include this nice detail on the back. Both figures also include identical posing stands and many different swappable hands. The one thing that did not seem to be included in this new version, however, is Marty's sunglasses. I searched all over the inside of this new box, so if I missed it, let me know down in the comments section. Accessories aside, let's move on to the main attraction, the figures themselves. Many similarities here, but a few subtle differences. The vest looks to be slightly more red in this new version. The pants are a bit darker as well. The two-tone denim design is the same, though the new one is slightly lighter than the original. Which one is closest to the original movie? I think I'll go with the slightly darker and more stonewash look of the original figure. The shirts and suspenders are nearly identical, and both include Marty's famous lapel pins. But it goes without saying that the biggest difference here is the new head sculpt. Though it is a great likeness, this new version's eyebrows seem to be giving a little more of a scowl than its predecessor. And though it does look a lot like Michael J. Fox, I can't help but see some of young Tom Holland in this figure. Maybe the Hot Toys sculptors were molding this figure and Spider-Man at the same time? Nevertheless, it is a great sculpt. The lighter skin tone is a better match than the browner surfer skin of the original, though the hair sculpt and detail do look a bit more like a Ken doll than the original. Is that a Devo wig? All in all, I think I still prefer the sculpt of the original, though I'm not going to complain. I mean, after all, this gives us collectors the opportunity to now have two different 1985 Martys in their collection, giving us double the posing possibilities. For now, I'm keeping my original in his Twin Pines Mall pose, while the new one will stay sans veste, emulating his after-school encounter with the Save the Clock Tower lady. What will you do with your two Martys? Do you think this new figure is worth the upgrade, or are you sticking with your original? Let me know in the comments section, and subscribe here for more Doc and Marty content. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you in the future.